Okay, let's see. Oh, I didn't get this at the library. I pulled it off Aaron's shelf, but this is Sphere by Michael Crichton, which all I know about it is they find a spaceship on the bottom of the ocean, right? Or an extraterrestrial. They don't know what it is, but it's a giant
something
sphere,
alien.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's part of it. I saw the movie a long, long time ago, but I remember people didn't like the
adaptation.
Didn't like the adaptation. Another one I got is New 52 Shazam Volume 1. This one is about Billy Batson, the kid who gets magical powers and the ability to turn into Shazam, or the DC Captain Marvel. So I haven't read any solo stuff of Shazam yet, but I, again, like his character in some of the big team events. So that'll be nice to get more familiar with him.
That's like a young boy who can turn into like a grown man with superpowers, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
So he's just during his daily life, he's just, it's like a 9-10-year-old kid.
Okay.
Or no, 15-year-old kid.
Oh, okay.
And then when he says the magic word Shazam, he turns into this big guy here. But he still has the mentality and personality of a 15-year-old.
Okay, I picked up The Swarm by Frank Schätzing.
Schätzing.
This is a chunker of a novel. So this is a story about all of a sudden the animals in the ocean start attacking humans. So like crabs, but then also up to like whales and dolphins and everything. Like everything starts attacking humans. And then it turns out that there's like a sort of power or alien force that's inhabiting them. I think it's alien, and well, yeah.
Maybe it's ghosts.
No, it's not. It's not ocean ghosts. But yeah, so I'm not sure exactly if it's like more of an alien story or more of a survival against the ocean life story. But the ocean starts attacking people, which I've been warning everyone is going to happen someday. So,
All right, the last one I got from the library right now is Red Sonja, and this one's by Gail Simone also, and I'm realizing that Gail Simone is probably one of my favorite comic writers right now. So I picked this one out because Red Sonja was a big part of my childhood, my sister and I's childhood. We had a recorded VHS tape that had the Red Sonja movie on it. It had some other things too, a few TV episodes and things like that.
Oh yeah.
But to those that weren't alive at the time, that was how you stored just kind of random things that you recorded off television before DVRs. Is you had to actually set up a VCR and put in a tape and schedule the exact time, or just set it to record until the tape ended. So. Very nostalgic character reference to Red Sonja, and this was a pretty cool story. It was about her sister slave in the slave pits when she was a gladiator.
Ooh. And
them in a later time meeting up, and their personalities have changed, and they're not quite soul sisters anymore. Okay. They're on the other side.
Experiences have changed them.
And the others, opposing sides of a battle that's shaping up. So.
Wow. Okay, I actually had a lot of fun just randomly scanning through the shelves and picking up things that I've never heard of, which I realize doesn't happen very often because I'm so attached to my list and Goodreads, and I'm constantly checking ratings and reviews and everything. So it was really refreshing to just pick up something that I'd never heard of before. This is In the Beginning Was the Sea by Tomás González. And this is a tiny little book, but it sounds really interesting. It's about this couple who decide to give up the rat race and move to this island, and they have this idea that it's going to be beautiful and peaceful and perfect, and their whole life is just going to be amazing. And then, it's not. Everything bad that could happen does happen. There's storms, and they're having trouble surviving, and they're getting attacked by things, and, it sounds awesome.
Sounds like Town Mouse, Country Mouse. That story we read to the kids.
Exactly. We did just read that to the kids. Absolutely. I'm excited about that.
All right, and so I'm done with library stuff, but right now I'm doing audiobook Neuromancer by William Gibson. I picked up the audiobook because I got about that way through, and this was on my books I want to finish before the end of the year. So I started on that one because I started on audiobook because I just stalled out on the actual physical book.
Okay, this next one is Annihilation by Geoff Vandermeer. And this, I think, is just solidly sci-fi. I don't even think it has anything to do with the ocean, quite honestly. But this is, there's an area that's been cut off from the rest of the world for decades, and people have sent different exploration teams. And the first team that came back described this beautiful paradise. And then the second that came back, they were all crazy. And like the third that came back, they all had like extreme cancer. And like the fourth never came back. And I think they're on like the 12th exposition or something. And so there's like 3 different scientists that are going in, and it sounds scary. And
yeah, that sounds like a real interesting kind of sci-fi thriller.
Yeah. Right. I'm pretty sure that Rachel from Colonnati gave this 5 stars.
All right, and this one is what I'm reading right now, another one on my books before the end of the year, and this is the Cyberiad by Stanislaw Lem. And so I'm about this much through it right now, just a little bit. But this is mostly a collection of short stories about 2 what are called constructors, but I believe they're just kind of like inventors in this sort of satirical world. This is almost like a satire on iRobot, which was a collection of short stories too, and it was just kind of about the, fascination or just intricacies of machine logic and things like that. Yeah. And so this one takes a very satirical approach to that, and that these constructors keep building these machines that never work out. But yeah, it's not the most exciting read so far, but it is interesting, and I definitely chuckle through it with some of the names of the parts, like narcissisters that were used in constructing an electronic poet. So.
Ooh, that's funny. Yeah. Nice. Okay, the last one I have out from the library right now is Wool by Hugh, Howey. And again, I don't think this is an ocean story, but I really don't know a lot about what it is. It's just pretty much the little blurb on the back is saying, like, what would you do if you were in charge what would you do if you had to make the decision, and your decision will, bring life or death to everyone, and like, I don't know. It doesn't really say what it's about. It's trying to give you a lot of like tension.
Intrigue you into reading it.
But I might actually look this up on Goodreads and check out more of a synopsis before I get around to it, because I have a ton of things out right now from the library, and I just need to prioritize. And definitely my shark books are up higher on the priority list.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, since I didn't do too well on novels last month, I picked a bunch of short novels, and so I'm gonna slowly work on Flatland again by Edwin A. Abbott. This is a short book, and it's taking me so long because it's just terrible.
He read me a little blurb out of it, because I was complaining about Lord of Light, and I read a blurb to him, and he's like, oh no, let me read you a blurb. And yeah, yours was way worse.
It's, even for the time it was written, for like the 1880s, it has the most pretentious vocabulary and sentence structure, and it's just like sentence filler is what I describe it as, is it's just or just padding with just fancy words just for the sake of them being fancy words, or a just intellectual way of speaking or something. Right. Like,
it doesn't add to
at
the
story. Time it does not at all, and it just I roll my eyes constantly, so I can only handle like 3 pages at a time. And then The Stainless Steel Rat by Harry Harrison, and this one's much more lighthearted. It's kind of like a space James Bond, like I've mentioned before. And it's really short. So if I get to that, and it'll hopefully fly through pretty quick because I hope it's just fun and exciting. And talk about pulp sci-fi right there. All right, and so this is our September goals and first library haul of September.
We'll probably be coming at you with weekly wrap-ups and another library haul halfway through the month, probably.
Yep, or there might be 3 or 4 library hauls. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time, everyone.
Bye.